Hi guys, and welcome back to Maths with Miss S. This is part 7 on equations, and in this video we'll do 2 quick exercises on the minus b formula in order to practice this a little bit more. What I didn't mention in the first video was, besides finding a, b and c, it's also important to make sure that your equation is actually equal to 0. Sometimes they're trying to make exercises a bit harder, and then they might sneak in an equal to 2 or some other number value on the other side. So make sure you bring everything on one side first, so you have that equal to 0, and then look for your a, b and c. Your a is whatever accompanies your x squared value. So if there's no number value there, it's going to be the 1. There's always going to be a 1 if there's no number in front of x squared or x as well. Everything that is in front of your x value is going to be your b. So in this case it's plus 5, and whatever is not involved with either x squared or x is going to be your c value. Now, once we have a, b and c figured out, we're going to replace every b, a and c in the formula with the value that we just found for the variable. And once that's done, a tip that I would give you: type the square root into the calculator and get that simplified first. You cannot type the whole thing into the calculator because that plus minus does not exist on your calculator. So just type in what is under the square root, get that simplified, and then in the last step, pull it apart. Give one of the solutions the plus and one of the solutions gets the minus. These 2 separate solutions you can type into your calculator again if that helps, or you can simplify by hand, whichever you prefer. So you get your solutions 2 and minus 7 for this first equation. Now let's look at another one there. This one also is missing a number value in front of x squared, but that doesn't mean a is 0, a is 1. So if there's no number value, it's always 1. B here is minus 7 and c is plus 10. Again, the reminder, make sure your equation is equal to 0. If it is not, you will have to bring everything on one side first and then look for a, b and c. Now, once we have the values found, make sure you insert everything in the right spot and make sure you're using your brackets. This is especially important now that b here is a negative value, because we have the minus and minus at the start. This is going to transform into plus 7, and under the square root, the minus 7 squared is going to be plus 49. So if you don't put brackets around this when you type it in the calculator as well, you're going to get minus 49, and then the whole solution is going to be messed up. So again, if you're struggling with this, just type the square root into the calculator. Just make sure you have all your brackets in place, and then you get the 3 there, and then your first solution will be plus 3, so 7 plus 3 over 2, which is 10 over 2 or 5, and the second solution will be 7 minus 3 over 2, which is 4 over 2 or 2.